And here we go. Here you go, sweetie. I know, the sky's about to open up on us. All right, I'm going to let that dry for a little bit. We starting. So, I've got these way longer than I need to. So I can um, pin this guy down eventually. So, for now, we're going to let this dry and cure. We're going to work on his facey. Uh, so, she might be a little extra right now. Can use a smaller one. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting rain most of the week or most of the evenings. So not bad because it helps keep everything like dry or everything like chill. Problem is that we may get a storm so bad it knocks the power out and I lose internet. That's the only downside. Don't mind the rain. Do in fact mind losing power. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Gangnam style. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hello, no mana. How are you? We're gonna work on a little bit of our Galen tonight. We're working on the. I did warm pizza. Oh, all right, everybody, calm down. Mark's here. Mm. Welcome, man. Mark UK Painting. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, don't know about that. Of course, you refer to a rooster. Sure. It's not morning where you're at. It's, in fact, evening. Not the morning for the rooster, though. Not the morning for the rooster. Very important distinction. I like that duck. Grumpy duck. He's England, yeah. He's British. He brings us that Queen's English. Ba-da-da. So, random bits that I learned through my travels of time. Need black. Um, so, I mean, you've admitted to being in the States, sir. I feel like now I want to have UK in my name. Painty UK paints. Oh, no, Mana, you're not the only one to say that. You are not the only one to say that. uh, ah, good day and happy time zone. Who needs capitals? Oh, do you need me to get you a cat chair, Mark? I can let her hang out in the chair. Ah, oh, the day is good. My own cat. Just want to say I love you all for being here. You make the day better. I know what color I need. Oh, that's you brought it on yourself, Mark. You brought it on yourself. You could correct it too. Mm, uh, mm, storm is coming down tonight. I don't know. Can you, Mark? I know what's going on outside here. About to rain like crazy. So is that really what? So, Mark, are you the one that has the YouTube channel that rates hotels based on the cook chair? I mean, it's a valid question. I didn't know if I was surrounded by internet great. You're okay. You're fine. It's going to be one of those nights, and I'm okay. How goes the home reno projects, Mark? Or the house that you were clearing out? Oh. Knife and sledgehammer approach. Was it therapeutic? So when you say you've seen fast stabbing motions, is it because you were sitting in a chair and witnessed it? Or was this like a YouTube research? Oh, many years ago. This goes back. Gotcha. How was the ARAM? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. To be fair, no mana. I see them. Oh, yeah. A lot. No, Mark. It's hard getting introverts out and doing the things. I think it's part of why I hit a wall on Thursday. So, ouch. And here comes the thunder. Thunder. It was nearly 92 degrees. Oh, I mean, it wasn't nearly, it was 92 degrees today. So they've been talking about rain coming in all week and it's supposed to be raining almost all weekend. So what they meant by raining all weekend is that live your life normally and go outside and enjoy it because about 5 to 6 o'clock, the storms are going to roll in. It's the wrong color. Okay. I forget, no man. Did we ever talk about the Iron Druid book series? I know you don't read all that often, or find time to read all that often. Yeah. So, the Iron Druid. I don't really care for the author all that. Wrote a book series called The Iron Druid. The premise is the druid. Yeah. Um, so the premise is that a Celtic druid from Ireland figured out a way to create immortality tea, has been living among everybody for essentially since the Celts. Um, One of the reasons why he lived so long is that he pissed off Baccharos, the Roman god of excess. Uh, but during the book, um, one of the vampires in the book apparently didn't like Thor and wanted to kill Thor. So they traveled to Asgard and shanked him. A lot of the gods around Thor kind of said, yeah, he was a dick anyway. So they weren't really too upset in taking him out. Yeah. So that was part of what the book was about, is that essentially Thor went around to the different thunder gods, as it were, not just. So he visited the Chinese, he visited the Finnish, visited a handful of them. Slavics are in there as well. And essentially what he did is like, oh yeah, what you should do is this. And he was kind of an ass to them all. And essentially that's why everybody was pissed at him. Which I thought was interesting for a book. Yeah. Um, it's just there are some parts of the book that just did not seem to jive all that well at times. But he tried to stay true to the Celtic and Norse law or mythologies. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, no mana. That movie was so. Oh my god, that movie was so bad it had to have sequels. Yeah. I mean, that made many sense then, too. Like, it hasn't stopped. She's gone somewhere else for a little bit. I'm gonna sit down. It's not a movie that you enjoy, though. It's a movie that you sit down and you literally just look at it and go, what am I watching and why? And you enjoy it. You just sit down and enjoy it. You don't overanalyze it. You don't talk about the theology of it. You sit down and you go, we're trying to avoid the big giant frickin' worm. But that's the movie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're not here to be like, well, clearly Magnus did everything wrong. Yeah, but Tremors is more that way for me. Like, if I'm gonna sit down and watch Tremors, I'm sitting down to watch and laugh at the sheer goofiness that they go through. That's wrong color. I'm still entertained by it. I, if I ran across it and be like, oh, you know what? I need to watch something stupid. Tremors it is. I'm kind of looking forward to this Naked Gun movie with Liam. Uh, I can't remember his name. Liam Neeson. Wow. I I've just seen the trailers for it, and I just kind of smile a little bit and laugh. uh, or when he's in the patrol car driving around and he's trying to find different places to use the restroom because he's eating like bad gas station food. Be safe. Ba-ba-ba. All right, it's feeling stable. I didn't go nowhere. I just wanted. Watch tons of movies every year. Yeah, and I think that's part of where, um, like, if someone asks me and they're like, "Well, I mean, why don't you watch it more frequently and analyze it?" I'm like, it's hard to analyze the movies when, um, there you go. The gap's not really going to be there. Um, I just need to get the. Yep. Who was her father? Not a really big cat. Billy Burke. That name's not ringing a bell to me right now. You want to know a better love story than Twilight, No Mana? Me and this Griffin Docs. Perch your cash. Oh, okay. You sit there, nice. Just get the Everclear. I'm sure you have some. Um, Surprised you're not dancing to this one, Jay. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Ah, I got you. Mhm. He loses that mark. I'm going to elect you to help him find it again. Sorry about that, Jake. I switched to a different playlist. This should have more known songs in it, like Natsu and Anime is Friendship. Ow, shattered, and you had to like clean it all up. That is a freaking amazing wallpaper. I could see it being awesome live too. I see it working in both scenarios, quite honestly. Ouch. Depending how she feels, if when she comes back around later, I might give her a snack. Just so I can keep the redeems towards Saturdays. Or Fridays and Saturdays, really. It is a limited redeem. I do once a week for that one. It's on a 7 day cooldown. Um, I did it that way because you've seen how addicted she is to that thing. Yeah, that's why I limited it to 7 days. Um, I didn't let it go much beyond that because I didn't want her to gain a bunch of weight from stream treats and stuff like that. And we're gonna toss up the ads in progress sign because it's coming up. You like big kitties and you cannot lie? Thanks. Hmm. Moto. I feel bad because mine's not that great or cool. I just have two Darth Vader ones. I have a Darth Vader one. Actually, no, I have two Darth Vader ones as my phone backgrounds, which are nice. Can't show off my phone background right now. It's currently updating. All right. So I want to go with brown and not red, probably. Brown and oxide. Excuse me. Man, why am I hitting the wall right now? Upside down. A little bit. I don't know why I'm so tired though. I mean, it was an exhausting week. It's just usually I pick up steam on Fridays. Just today I feel like I'm dragging though. It's probably more the week. Um, Mental exhaustion just crept in. Really snapped me in a couple of spots, a few times. Yeah, we might not be going as late as I normally do. Might be ending before the 5 hour mark tonight. Just so I have the energy for tomorrow. I do want to cook a little bit on this hair though. Yep, I know. I just there's been a couple of times I've just been like, what is going on right now? But I do want to start getting the yellow. Well, we're gonna swap up the playlist yet again. We're gonna switch up to some gaming music. I got some brides. They drew their money toward. They're always gonna get paid first. Um, that's my lock screen right there. That's the Vader for the background. That's one of the reasons why I picked it. I really like that. I like Darth Vader. I don't like what Disney did to Darth Vader, and I just tend to stay quiet about a lot of it most of the time. The awesomeness about that background or those backgrounds is that it's kind of like very well done. Um, and that's kind of why I like. It's rare for me to look at wallpapers and go, "Ooh, that one," but that one was like, "Ooh, yes." You're right, Jay. You're not wrong. It's just let's be careful about sucking dick. I understand your sentiment. It was spam. It's Nightbot being aggressive about words that's being used. Jay took classes from you on how to trigger auto mods. You got paid in a bottle of spider juice. That might be going up too fast. Might be going up too fast and no better. To be that pissed off about Star Wars, man, that's impressive. That is impressive. I mean, so I'll be honest with you. The 7, 8, and 9 weren't bad movies. They definitely needed a lot of. The problem with 7, 8, and 9 is that Disney didn't know what they were like. They knew they needed to fix the story because all of the nerds were losing their effing mind about it, and they just didn't know how to fix it. So they did 4, 5, and 6 all over again, and it just didn't work out all that well. And without xenomorphs. Well, so to that point, one of the movies that helped restart Godzilla was the one that was directed by the Cloverfield guy, where they did a lot of Godzilla off screen. It was not a bad movie. I kind of liked it. Um, it really helped restart the love of the genre in the movie theaters because it wasn't the one where Godzilla was female and took over New York. Not -1. Let me find the title. -1 is a different beast altogether. Not the 95. Hold on. Godzilla 2014. Director Gareth Edwards. The American reboot. You're correct. That one. So that's a movie where Godzilla was present, but he wasn't actually always present on screen, and that was a lot of like background motions of Godzilla. And that director was really good at doing that kind of stuff because that's the same director that did Cloverfield, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like it was a really well thought out movie, and it's just like it's one of those. It's like you watch it, and you go, "Oh, it can't be that good." And I'm like, you watch it, and you go, "Oh, it's really good." Like it's just like the way that they did it, and then that was kind of like the American reboot to kick off like the Godzilla craze again, and it really brought back the love of it. I need to watch the Godzilla minus one. Um, 1 second. So you see my wet palette right there? I have two Godzilla stickers on it. Um, there was a panel at a convention that was called Godzilla versus Godzilla. It was hilarious. And someone's like, you shouldn't be talking, and was really upset at this idea. And I said, well, for instance, all Godzillas that we watched today were originally based off of the first Godzilla. Um, so therefore, he's the OG, and he just needs to stretch. And this lady looked at me and gave me two stickers and said, please take these because that was the best question ever. She's like, he just needs to stretch. I'm like, well, I mean, he was based off of, like, everything was based off of it. The original Japanese Godzilla and why it was the way that it was in some spots was, uh, according to, so, like, the OG Godzillas from Japan were trying to talk about, like, nuclear power and having that be a thing. And they were meant to be like political pieces about it, which I thought was interesting. Um, King Dixon balls. There's a lot. There's a lot. Because then they started having like all the monsters fight each other. It's it's one of those weird. You wound yarn for 8 hours. Congratulations. You did the thing, King. You did the thing. I am bouncing between. Yeah, I need to get up and stretch really quick. Thank you for that stretch. Hey, blue skies. Okay. So, um, I, Godzilla is one of the fun things to like talk about find on TV because it was one of those that like it came up on Sci-Fi Channel and you instantly wanted to watch it. It was like Godzilla Week, and you're like, yes, Godzilla Week. It was better than Shark Week. But I need to find -1 and watch it because everybody talks about how amazing it was and the fact that they were going to make a sequel to it. So Godzilla's invading the Marvel cinematic, invading the Marvel comic universe right now, and is destroying the comic universe. If you needed to see it, there's serotonin of Godzilla as Iron Man. I mean, I just it going to Tokyo and going to um, Great Britain in the summer winter time is essentially setting yourself up for failure because we all know that snow in winter is the doctor saving London. uh, has to be the cast of the first Pacific Rim. Can't be the second one. I need me some Idris Elba. So you want to know what's funny? John Boyega um, was doing the Star Wars movie at the time, And apparently his dad didn't care for Star Wars at all, didn't know what Star Wars was, went and saw Pacific Rim 2 and thought it was so much better. Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I like this so much better in Star Wars." And everybody's like, "Yes, this was so good." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know about that." We're gonna have to do an agree to disagree on that. But I like the first Pacific Rim. I like the idea of it. I like the story behind it. I like the functionality of it. I think I tried to watch the second one and it just doesn't sit well with me. Blades 81 coming in with that twerky penguin. Oh, Grant, welcome. The first one, yeah, like the first one was fun to watch, and you like kind of watch it and you go, okay, this isn't that bad. The second one, you're just kind of like, but why? We're talking Godzilla and uh, Pacific Rim. If you care to share your opinions, how was your stream, Blades? Yeah, you finished off Warlock. I need to fix this command still. Giving a good old shout out to Blades 81, the Chaos Painter. Hmm. Stretch, stretch. We're working on our Griffin docs tonight. I know this song. Cyberpunk. Um, that doesn't surprise me. There are a lot of people that find music on TikTok more now. The anxiety song's been popping up a lot. The one where you would have like the dancing uh furry chick. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. Cheers to you, no mana. Mm-hmm. Hello, Friday. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't there for your stream, King. I had to be at work today. I had to go into the office for the first half of the day. I mean, aren't we all surprised we're able to pass puberty? Yeah. Well, I had to go do a professional society meeting today, and then I came home, looked at the clock, and said, "Well, we're just going to use 4 hours of PTO today because I ain't doing shit." I filled out my timesheet, curled up in the bed, and took a nap. It was a great day. Uh, I am a professional, yes. No matter. I have a professional license. Um, so I'm required to do professional society things every so often for continuing education credits. And I had one of those meetings today, where my office is located is was about 5 minutes from the well, professional society, Mark. Um, you had something for coding. I have something for engineers. Uh, I was well. So to that point, sometimes yes, I am professionally social, and I'll tell you what, I hate it. When I gave up trying to be a manager of people, that was one of the things that I looked forward to not having to actively do. Like I didn't have to show up. Yeah. Yeah. So there's usually a couple of professional societies, a grouping of, like-minded engineers, coders, professional, rifle people. We just call those gun clubs. I had to do two of those this week, so my brain's that's probably why I'm a little on the exhausted side. So, uh, I know you did that, no mana. It was interesting. No mana was army. So during the Mark Floyd incident, a lot of people were looking at what the UK would do to subdue people because UK officers aren't allowed to carry weapons, or pew pew devices. Yeah, it's forced and raped. Yeah, it was the Scottish. All right, all right, all right. Give me a second, sweetie. I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna redeem a cat treat. The cooldown is on 22 minutes. Can you wait half an hour? Can you wait half an hour? Pretty please. I promise I'll give you one. I promise I will give you a kitty treat. No. Yes, we love you, sweetie. Okay. Okay. Hey, I promise I will give it to you. I would like to wait 20 minutes, please. Pretty please? She may be a little aggressive about it. Maybe just a bit. Because she saw me grab the tube. She saw the tube, so she knows it's up here. Yeah. Yep, I certainly did know, Mana. I thought I had given it to her earlier last week because I'm the last one that redeemed it, and I thought it was earlier in the day. So this is on me. She has a right to be flustered with me on it. I'm like, okay. I redeemed it because, last week I knew nobody could. And I wanted. So the other reason why I wanted to make sure that I had the treat redeem in there is that everybody could have a chance to redeem it. She wandered off for now. So I'm safe ish. But I mean, I'm just watching clouds to the other side. Um, I was actually kind of glad she came and slept near me during my nap today. Good evening, Antifreeze. How are you? Do you want me to break my airbrush trigger again? I saw your message and I was just. I just literally was like, I'm just going to leave that alone for a little bit. That guy was. That was interesting. Did you ever watch the last Fort No Mana? The last. Um, yeah, the last Fort with Robert Jordan Redford. Robert. Is it Robert Redford or Robert Jordan Redford? Or am I misremembering his name? About the retired Army general or the Army general that went to jail for giving an order. Is it the last fortress? No, it's the last castle. Robert Redford. Yep, Robert Redford. He's one of my favorite actors. Um, it's the last castle, if I remember correctly. It's about a military prison. Uh, yeah, look it up. I mean, I gotta find the title of it myself. Yep, 2001. That's it. He played a um he was a army general that gave a bad command and pled guilty to it essentially that day. Kind of deal. And he had to go to prison for the command. Um but while he was in there, everybody kind of brought him information about how bad the warden was. You might enjoy that one. You might enjoy that one. So the guards used beanbags and shotguns at the time because they didn't use rubber bullets. And there were times that if you gave a headshot with a beanbag round, it could kill somebody. Yeah. Um, the conversation about rubber bullets hurting and breaking bones is what reminded me of the movie. It's actually a really good one. I really like that movie because he feels like he is a general and the way that he commands the men kind of deal. Yeah, it's it's challenging and it's not fair. It's actually kind of annoying. What people do to get away with it. It's just not. Hello. Are you working that pole, sweetie? Are you working that pole? We have a little bit of time before you get a treat. Well, we got like 11 minutes. So you got to get through this ad break. And then while the ad break runs, we're probably going to do laser time with you. I do love you a great deal, sweetie. Mm-hmm. So I have Mars, orange. Sorry, I was trying to write down notes for myself real quick. Oxide yellow. Careful. 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 She is literally on my shoulders right now. Um, what scared her was this. It's a makeup sponge. She's very comfortable being on my shoulder, actually. Your nails are sharp, sweetie. They are very sharp, yes. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh no, trust me, I will not be comfortable when she goes off my shoulder. Will not. Definitely will not. Syllaboom! What's up? Oh, yes, we do have a study in Browns going a little bit. So we're working on our Griffin docs from. Uh-oh. Welcome in. So we have the texture on his fur, his face, his beak. I'm trying to work on a little bit, but I was working on the brown hair up here a little bit, trying to highlight it up. Yes, you are correct. Um, so it was darkness and browns, and essentially a lot of the browns that were on the palette. So yesterday it was darkness, oxide brown, and golden brown with shiny skin tone, kind of working my way up that way. Yeah, it's factually all brown. You are factually correct, and that is the best kind of correct. Um, I was running low on steam, but then we got talking about Godzilla and hyped up. You got the plague! Oh no, not the plague. Which plague are we talking about? Just out of curiosity. So we got an ad starting here in a few seconds. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this down here. Put that over there. I will be looking at chat every so often, and we're gonna do this. Catra. 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 Time for them butt wiggles, ladies and gentlemen. Get them in. Mm-hmm. We had one minor mishap already. Yeah, I gotta get the stack appetite going. Where'd he go, sweetie? You okay? Where'd he go? You are not being super graceful right now. I don't mind it being messy. I really don't. It doesn't bother me. So where the fan's at on the floor, those are where all my completed figures are at. Put them in it. I mean, she likes doing that enough on her own. She doesn't need any encouragement. I'm really just killing time right now. Oh yeah, we get all the bum wiggles. They are intelligent, Jay. Uh, Catcher's pretty intelligent. All right. So we're gonna put this up here. I'm gonna turn a little bit more that way, and we're gonna do this. Oh, hold on. I have to switch back to this, and I have to replay it.
Painty_paints would like to give Katu a treat.
Okay. Hold on. She's ready. She's ready. Hey. You want to chew on it? It's all gone now. Here, I'll leave that there for you. I think that's why she slipped the cab so many times. So, welcome in, Sleepy Wolfie. Welcome in, Laden Roses. We're working on our Griffin docs for Galen. So we're doing a study of 50 Shades of Brown. You can do it. I believe you can. Yes. You tell the idiot to go piss off and stop disturbing the street. Politely. Politely tell them that. I already have one person I'm very much unknown about and I'm very concerned about. I don't need to be concerned about you as well, please. No mana. I don't mind people, but I'm with no mana. It's all fun and games until you're a nuisance, and then once you're a nuisance, it's no longer fun. It's really important to be respectful to others at all times. If I was trying to throw a party near you, so you're not trying to go hard like my base, Sleepy, and see how many different ways you can make it complicated. Be safe, Jay. Enjoy. I mean, when I go hard, I go hard. Because this one wasn't rock tile. I still need to finish the mud bits out here on the sides, but that's the base that this guy will end up standing on. That's what I was going to do. I was getting black. I just said I go hard. I'm not like Raging. I can't afford Viagra. Are you crazy? I have to go all natural here, baby. I don't have the AliExpress version. Oh. If you're in the background raging, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh. It was always easier when we were younger. We ain't as young as we once was. I don't really want to get another paint, but I need to get another paint. I need the color white. Much as I've used this color, it still fits like that. Well, no, I take that back. I feel like we're going to need to get a spicy story out of all of this, though, man. I feel like you got the best neighbors tonight. What would you do? Well, you know. This, so I used to know a pro MMA fighter, or a guy that was wanting to go pro. Um, he was ex Air Force. Yeah, he was ex Air, and he was talking about what you needed to do to get into it. And he's like, you really got to show up and like be at the gym all the day. I actually ended up winning his match. We saw him at. Let me tell you something. Sitting in a bleacher in a suit sucks. That is wrong. Yeah. That was an interesting night in which I thusly informed my partner at the time that I don't feel comfortable around a couple of her former military friends, and we are done seeing them in the real world. Um, so we're at this MMA fight in North Carolina at the time with my partner. You know, she's air, she's ex air, he's ex air. They used to date. It's not a big deal. I don't care. So we go, and there's a couple of other people there that were pre gaming a lot earlier. And there's some people that shouldn't really have alcohol and go be stupid at an MMA fight. It's just not a thing you should do. Um, because we almost ended up in a fight with fans of another MMA fighter. I'm like, I don't need to be dealing with this crap. I don't need this crap in my life. Keep your troubles over there. I said good day, sir. See, it's different when everybody knows you, because everybody can go, oh, you know, someone needs an adjustment, and they're just doing a little bit of an adjustment, or they're being friendly, something along those lines. This guy was just being belligerently stupid because he believed that he could shoot them faster than he'd be harmed. I'm like, I don't need your crap. Because he was X, they were Army. Army. They were armor. So, yeah. This wasn't Tossers doing Tosser things. This was Tosser being a dipshit. It was so that was something about his training regimen that I found interesting is that he had to constantly work different types of fighting styles and work against them. Because this guy was really short. Um, we're probably talking like chase to face size fighter. Um, 5'5", something along those lines. So he had to fight in like a specific weight class, and it was always like a pain in the ass for him. Yeah, he was. But he's a really sweet hobbit. He tried really hard. Um, he actually wasn't too bad of a guy. I just, it's like, I don't think you're overly bright for trying to stay as a fighter. But um, He was air security at one point, or he was on the security force at one point. So he essentially had nothing to do but that, and it's like, oh, okay. Because he was talking about some of the kids he had to go up against. He's like, man, I can't keep up with some of these kids. Just because, their dad's got a cage in the basement. Yeah. Oh, he definitely could. Um, but because of how the weight class worked, he wasn't allowed to always fight twice his size. Where it was hard to find people twice his size in that weight class, if you know what I mean. Actually, not too bad. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what he was really into wanting to be, was trying to make his own gym. That's safe. Well, well, well. Whose booty is that? Is it the great? Is it the indomitable? Is it the cuptuous spoon? Handle. Welcome in, Spoon. And thank you for gracing me with your presence. So this brown needs to be a lot darker than this brown, because this is where all the light's going to be. Hold on. I gotta put my brush down to tell those stories. No matter. So, all right. So Reaper. Oh, I'm sorry, it's so glossy. They made a kaiju like thing, and the sealer got really glossy. Um, at the time, there was the Godzilla movie coming out. I wanted to go see it. My partner at the time was curious to what was so fun about it. I said, well, you see, they seem to be going down the route of Godzilla having like this group of people that really like Godzilla and think that Godzilla is a malevolent being. Um, and essentially, the plot of the movie is we're trying to save Godzilla, and then we're trying to protect Godzilla from Godzilla. And it's, fun. It's goofy. It's not bad movie for what it is. Don't focus on it for like the action and the believability. Focus on it for the relationship piece. Because she is Arrow Ace. She gets done watching the movie. She goes, "What did I just watch? And why was it semi good?" I was like, "You got to remember, these people are just doing like they found what worked for Godzilla, and that's what they kept to." What you doing? Hmm? Love you. I need to watch minus one. Minus one is really good, from what I heard. I just haven't watched it yet. What's up, sweetie? Are you happy? That's primarily Japanese, right? Minus one. The actor's primarily Japanese. Yeah, yeah. Because that Godzilla um is 3 times the size of most Godzillas, if I remember correctly. Um, um, because so during this panel of Godzilla versus Godzilla, one of the things that was discussed was the height of Godzilla. I thought it was he was very tall, like extremely well endowed Godzilla. Or is it another one I'm trying to think of? Um, because when people were talking about how tall Godzilla is, at the time you only had the reference of like the Empire State Building for the height of how big he was. And every time that we talk about like Godzilla, the calamity, ah, so when Godzilla was a kitty, we have Kittenzilla. Okay, maybe I was misunderstanding what they were saying at the time. Because in the American ones, they're like as big as the pyramids, not bigger. Final chapter. Oh, the movies on Netflix. I'm trying to remember who. Oh, the actor. I've seen those. I will like minus one then. Oh. We're trying to forget our weeks because some of our weeks were pretty shitty. I had to go be social, uh, and not the fun kind of social. I had to be like work social fun, not stream social fun. Yeah, they did a pretty good job of retelling the stories as live action on Netflix. I rewatched the anime that they're redoing for it because they're currently in the Kyoto disturbance. Mhm. But how was your week, Spoonie? Did you spoon quite well? Oh, stretch. Hmm. I mean, it's been hot everywhere. I heard the thunder, but I didn't see any rain come down, so I've been teased with it again. Yet again, it has missed me. Yeah, we are just talking about our loves of Godzilla. Rawr, Godzilla. I'll check it out in a second. Yeah, spoon. You can spoon in a freezer. God. Well, no, Mana. That rules me, you, and Jinja out. But Mrs. Jinja can be in there. KT, welcome in. I tried to inspire myself a little bit by your fur texturing and coloring. I'll cheat. Tell you, I cheated and used a makeup sponge. I sponged it. SpongeBob. Yeah. Well, gets the job done, right? Ready to chill. Kick back and relax. I don't think it's cheating. I think it's more of just fun ways to get our stuff squared away. Or I mean, honestly, where we're going as a community is always trying to texture. An easy way to do it's through spoonging. Be like, it's time to spoonge, bro. Do you even spoonge, bro? Do you even spoonge, bro? All about that brush. All about that brush. No frills. Count as what? Ways to get the job done? Yes. Is there anything wrong with it? Nope. Oh, son of a god. Son of a biscuit. No matter. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't exact. Balls always, yeah. You are correct. They always do count. Oh, that's definitely a fax. No printers on that one. They're currently secured, and that is a good thing. Last time I looked for a fax, I telegraphed it to the whole room. Excuse you. Here. I will leave that out because we're going to move it somewhere else. Only fax. No printers. Glorious. Glorious. Oh, I remember what I want to do now. You're okay, my love. All right. I need to ask you a question, King. You're okay, my love. You're A-okay. Yep, I promise you're all right. I promise you're okay. You're okay. I mean, how do you stay happy, get a cat? Oh, is that how it's supposed to go? River's the German Shepherd you shot. Yeah, always. That is backwards. Oh, that's right. Your vacuums. Mhm. So I could do that. Purple, white cloth, gray and black. Stop knocking that over. Stop. Yeah. Well, no, he's been hanging out here for a while now. So there's a question about what I was pondering what to do because I want to no, she thinks there's another one in there and there's not. So what I want to do is I want to incorporate the pride flag, the ace pride flag up the side of the into the cloth is what I was thinking, and I was just planning out what to do. So the skirt here would be purple. His underskirt that he's wearing would be white, and then this would be gray, and then I could do black on the fur on the back side of it. It was bothering me in the back of my head, and I had to solve it really quick. So this chibi guy is going to be this full guy eventually. Well, she got the other one out. So I have to take them down to the trash here in a little bit. Because I was just trying to figure out kind of what to do, and this could be purple. Well, so this may be my second entry into ReaperCon. If I can get it done in time. I should be able to. I just I like thinking through where I want things to go. Just a little bit sometimes. It is Labor Day weekend, so end of August, beginning of September. We have ads coming up. I need to step away for a few minutes. Yeah, same weekend as Nova. And we're back. Yeah. So I was debating which way I wanted to go, KT. Whether I wanted to go to ReaperCon or if I wanted to go to Nova. I elected to go to ReaperCon because I'd never been. I'll do Nova next year. Thank you. We're working Browns. We'll probably be in our last half hour or two. Um, so I wasn't planning on doing a con this year at all. But then I remembered something and I said, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go find new friends. Yeah. So, uh, I was debating both, and I like Reaper miniatures and I like MSP, and I want to meet Anne once in my time. So I figured I'd do ReaperCon this year. Um, get my book signed by her, say hello, and then do Nova next year and continue to do Nova. No, they've branched out, if I remember correctly. Um, because they do Creature Caster puts on something for the Resin Beast, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I remember Spark was doing something. Yeah. Um, so you can paint something not GW and enter a competition up there. No mana, but there's a lot of GW stuff. You are correct, sir. Uh, yep. I think yeah. Because Privateer Press also had, didn't they have a game at one point or a card game at one point? KT. Um, I remember Anne painted up something for them. Apparently, her and her husband painted up the same, entered the same competition, and she ended up winning that one. Yeah, yeah. So, One second, I'm here. So, Privateer Press, and that was one of the PCs, DC Clearman. And where is it? Trying to remember. It's annoying me. Because it wasn't Adepticon last year. Nope. Not going to be able to find it. Ah. Ooh, meeting Mr. Egypt. You're okay, sweetie. Yeah, you're all right. She does want another treat. She wants her hard kibble treats. She usually gets them. Oh, okay. YouTube is working. I forget what we were doing. It was. Hi. Hello. Might I interest you in some? Ow, 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 ow. I mean, I do too. It's just I don't always have mods. I know King's lurking in the background right now, futzing with yarn. Layden's around at one point, and the bots were kind of getting out of control. So I was like, well, playing Pokemon. What you playing? Red and blue, silver and gray, black and white. Have you been in a stream with June Gold Bloom and her dog accidentally bans you? Apparently she was doing a mod for somebody, and one of her dogs jumped up on her iPad and accidentally banned a couple of people. Mm. Yeah. So it became a running joke. No, no, it was just the dog wanted affection. So she's like, "Excuse me." And then apparently her iPad had banned a couple of people when she did it, or they did it. Her dogs are too cute. Oh, we're gonna put up the ending timer for 10 minutes from now. And we'll right into Wicked Minis, just because it's been a Friday tradition for me. Yeah, just in case. Yeah, Wicked. Hang out with Wicked and see what termagants or bug he's painting right now. Just want to point out she's straddling. That's what she's doing right now. One paw on the cat tree, two on the windowsill, or three on the windowsill. Which dragon? Where are you going, sweetie? Oh, Undead Warhammer. Oh yeah, I've seen your photos of that. It's pretty cool. I like that sculpt. Um, I like undead things. I haven't painted undead in a while. I should prime some undead things. I want to paint something undead now. Son of a biscuit. What you doing, nerd? Do be careful where you're at, sweetie. So I need to do something to straighten. They are two dobbies. Hmm. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now I just need to do the pieces in between. The Vampire Lord on Dragon. Why do Vampire Lords get to ride dragons, but nobody else does? I want a dragon. I want to ride a dragon. Where's my elephant? That's the one. I want that one. I want that. I'm going to hold you to that, no mana. Okay. I'm going to put this guy down. We will return to him tomorrow. I mean, I hope the dragon's always. The dragon does a lot of work for us. Can't fall. It showed me. I got cow tipped. Oh. That's going to be it for me tonight. I will return tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue our fellow Galen, or I'm going to work on something different just to kind of have like a little bit of a mental break. And just kind of have like a little quick palate cleansing goof off. Thank you so much for being here. Be awesome. Love yourself. Happy Friday. And let's have a great weekend.